What's up, everybody? It's JT Magnum, and welcome to some Niner news. Now, yesterday was the last preseason game for the San Francisco 49ers, and it was a 41-6 victory, but we don't care about scores in the preseason. We care about how the players look and who will be on the roster come, week one against the Green Bay Packers. And I want to talk wide receiver core first. Wow, what looked like it was going to be a really horrible wide receiver squad for the Niners, that apparently at the beginning of the preseason is shaping out to be just an amazing wide receiver squad. I mean, Marlon Moore did his job. Quinton Patton looks exactly like a steal from the fourth round. This guy just is hands-on dangerous when he touches the ball, and he looks like he's going to be good. I foresee him starting. I know Marlon Moore is probably going to get the start ahead of time, but I think Quinton Patton before even the beginning of the season, just maybe 1 or 2 or 3 games in, he might be the starter alongside Anquan Boldin. This guy needs to be on the field. He's good. Lavelle Hawkins. I know he had that rough first game. He was he took off his helmet, he was celebrating, he headbutted another guy, and and some other stuff. He's got some attitude issues apparently, but wow, this guy has breakout potential. I mean, he can score. He can score on kickoff returns. He can score off a catch. I mean, he took a nice solid hit, bounced off like it was nothing, and ran it for a touchdown. This guy has big play ability. So I foresee him making the roster. And I think that leaves Chad Hall out. I mean, he didn't play that much. He just seems like he's too short. And I just feel like he's going to be the odd man out. So is Austin Collie. So I see Marlon Moore. And this guy, Chuck Jacobs. I mean, the guy catches touchdowns. The guy makes plays. But I don't know if he can see the field. He just seems like too much of a small dude. Like he might, get killed out there. But other than that, I mean, the Niners, to have these problems are amazing. To have, really good players at wide receiver but not know what to do with them is just amazing. So that just shows you right there how good the Niners could possibly be at wide receiver despite the loss of Crabtree. So it's only going to look, the sky's the limit for these guys. And I really like what the 49ers have. And, of course, the running game's there, although it did suffer a little bit of a setback with Michael James going down. So now it looks like Quinton Patton might have to take off or take the kickoff return duties over, or maybe Lavelle Hawkins if he makes the team, considering, he did have a 105-yard return in one of the games. So I see the Niners as doing well at that part, but that sucks that Michael James went down. But it's only for 4 weeks, so hopefully he'll get himself better in time. I mean, he's probably going to lose time anyways to Kendall Hunter and Frank Gore, of course. So, not that big of a deal. He can rest up and still get better and be in prime shape for the middle of the season. So that's not a big deal. But the defense, let's talk defense now real quick. Cam Johnson put on a show last night, and it's good to see. I mean, this guy was a 7th-round pick. It just seems like the Niners are linebacker U. Like, they just know how to pick linebackers. These guys are phenomenal at these positions. And the Niners defense looks like when the first team comes out, the second and third string doesn't even miss a beat. Like, it just looks like the depth is just starting to unfold, and these guys were rookies last year, so they hardly got to play. So now this year they're showcasing all these skills they learned, and I mean, they're learning from obviously the best in the first string. So the second string comes out and does just as well. And I the Niners are going to be tough to score on this year. I mean, unless the Niners get turnovers and put teams in positions where, the defense is in a bad place or something, I don't see a lot of teams scoring or being able to score in this defense. This defense looks special. So, but like I said, it is preseason, so it's hard to judge. You never know. The Niners could suck. You never know. But, I highly doubt it. This defense looks like it's for real. It looks like it's going to be flying around. And it looks like when they sub in, they're not going to miss a beat. Cam Johnson looked great. Will Hite got an interception off a tip, I believe. Tremaine Brock looked good. Just so many. Lamanier got another sack. It's just, they're relentless. Nick Moody's pressure is unbelievable. The guy just blasts the line of scrimmage when he blitzes. It's fun to watch, and I hope all these guys make the team. I mean, I'm assuming that they're going to make the team now that Paris Harrelson's been traded away to the Saints, which was a good move because he was, making a lot more money, and on top of that, he's a little older, and It sucks that he went to the Saints. I kind of wish he went to the AFC. But I'm glad we got, something for him. I guess it's a conditional draft pick, plus it's a 7th rounder. But, I mean, I guess they stole him a little bit, but at least we got to unload some salary. So, kudos to the Niners for making a move, because he probably wasn't going to be able to play this year, even though he is obviously a starter for some other NFL teams. I mean, I know a Denver team that would love to have him on their squad right now. I know people that are missing pass rushers that would love to have this dude on their team. I mean, the guy's a beast. But the Niners just seem to be making all the right moves lately, even with the Baldwin trade. I know that A.J. Jenkins wasn't, Baldwin wasn't that great coming out of Kansas City, but he's better than A.J. Jenkins. So, I mean, it just looks up and up and up for the Niners, and I'm looking forward to the first game of the season, and we'll see what happens. Just on a side note, if you guys do play fantasy football, I do have a fantasy football show that I started. It's called Fantasy Football Fiends. It's done with my friend Siggy Guns. I've been playing fantasy football since 2006, I believe. Yeah, 7 years now. I've never come in any place less than third, and I've been in multiple leagues. So I've decided to make a show based on my knowledge, just because of the simple fact that I've done really well at it. I mean, maybe I'm bound to have a bad year, but I haven't yet. So I might as well put that knowledge that I use to use and bestow it upon some people. So I made a show with Siggy, who actually has never really finished less than third either, I believe, in any of his leagues. He's been doing it for years, and he's won multiple leagues as well. So check it out, Fantasy Football Fiends on Magnum Sports Network. And if you like it, make sure you leave comments and feedback and how you feel about it. All right? So for Niner News, JT Magnum signing out. Peace, y'all.
You guys are good. You're a damn good football team, all right? And you know what? The longer it takes us to figure that out, the better we are. Who's got it better than us? No!